You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
9 o'clock. Join Cliff Hughes online on Tuesday, June 17, 2025 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. live from the Jamaica Conference Center, Port Royal Street, downtown Kingston. The employment of over 10,000 youth in a bid to enhance the services offered by the local government sector will be the prime focus of the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development's Youth Summer Employment Program, YSEP. Hear highlights on the benefits, purpose, and structure of YSEP from special guest speaker, Prime Minister Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, and Portfolio Minister, the Honorable Desmond McKenzie. That's a live broadcast of Cliff Hughes Online, Tuesday, June 17, 2025, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. live from the Jamaica Conference Center, Port Royal Street, downtown Kingston. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development.
You're inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Good morning to you. It is Tuesday, June 17, 2025. We are alive and well, and for that we give God thanks. Good morning to you. If you're listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9 on your FM dial, we appreciate your company there. If you are listening and watching on our YouTube channel, good morning to you. The channel is Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. That's Nationwide 90 FM LIVE with a number 2 beside that. If you are on that platform, remember to subscribe if you haven't done so. Click the notification bell as well so that you can be notified when we go live. And like up the video, man. I want to say good morning to Juliet Sanchez. She's first in the YouTube chat this morning. Sonia, good morning to you. Marvelous Marvin, top of the morning. David Nebar, good morning to you. Andy Eldemar, Donna Johnson, Hugh Donaldson, Sharifa Griffiths, Errol Townsend, good morning to you all. MS and all the others over there on YouTube. Big up on yourself every time. If you're listening from our mobile app, which is available for free on the Google Play and the Apple App Store, top of the morning to you as well. And those on our website, the Listen Now option there, good morning to you. Thank you for making it Nationwide 90 FM. This morning, we are outside. We're at the Jamaica Conference Center, and we are here for the Youth Summer Employment Program's 2025 launch ceremony. I think at least since I've been at Nationwide, since about 2023, we've been at this event. That's since I've been at Nationwide, that is. So I've been to this event quite a number of times, probably since 2022, and it sees a lot, hundreds of young people from across the island coming together for the launch ceremony of the Youth Summer Employment Program. All of them placed in different government agencies, ministries, institutions for the summer, I believe, for 4 weeks, gaining work experience and also benefiting from personal development training. And so we, of course, will hear much more about what the event entails here today, and we'll bring you the keynote address, main address, which will be done by the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. So that's why we're here. But in the meantime, in the Consumer Hour, we will be taking your calls. The phone lines will be open for you. If you have any consumer-related matters, you can give us a call. If you have any concerns that you think you've tried your best to, get them addressed, but to no avail, you can try to give us a call. Let's hear what the issue is, and let's see how best we can assist. All right. So the numbers to call: 876-630 9371. There's also 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255. Those are the numbers to call if you have any consumer related matters. All right. You also can leave your comments, questions, queries in the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat is open for you. We're live on YouTube. Remember, it's Nationwide 90 FM live too. You can go on over there in the chat and leave your concerns there, and we will try our best to assist where necessary. All right. So yesterday, we were the squall line, it's called, according to the Met Service, the information from the Met Service, the squall line. And I know many persons were, just confused as to what was happening, this sudden heavy breeze, and it just looked like it wasn't gonna stop. And then the breeze, and then the dust, and then the place get overcast. I hear it was raining in some areas, and people confused. And everybody, the coming of the Lord is near. You know how we get as a people. But that happened yesterday, and as a result of that, I believe up to about 40%. Was it 40% or so? Some percentage of JPS customers across several parishes, they lost power. And of course, this is due to, things blowing on the line and zinc flying. And I saw a video where the zinc, it literally I don't know if the zinc had a split in it, and it go right over the line, and it was there bouncing on the line, and it takes zinc and electricity and line, it start to gash. And some of it was caused by zinc, but other sections, the trees that are close to the power line, that definitely cause a problem, especially where those trees, them tangle up with the line and very, very overgrown. So when the heavy breeze start and the trees start dance, the line start to dance with it, and you know what can happen after that. I say this to say we are in the hurricane season, and with hurricanes, tropical storms, weather conditions like that, wind is usually a component. Wind usually comes with it. And so take this squall line as an indicator. Might not be as heavy in some instances, but take this as an indicator. So you see, and I'm saying this to both JPS and to property owners, where when you sit down and watch a mango tree grow up in a line, and that's it. We just watch a mango tree grow. It is important for you to ensure that your trees, if they are going close to the line, get them cut. If they're already in the line, call JPS and get some assistance. Nobody try go up there yourself, and because you know what that can cause. So call JPS, get some assistance with either disconnecting the power for some time as you get rid of the branch or cut the tree, the limbs that are close to the line, or JPS should be able to also come and do and assist. And on the other side, JPS, when the people them call and report the matters them and tell them they say the tree them are overgrown, the tree them in the line, cut them. Because if a squall line alone we get, and we end up in this situation, if a rain and breeze and lightning and thunder, then a different situation. So to property owners, look at the trees in your property and ensure that those that are going close to the power lines, you get them limbed, get them cut before the rain and the breeze come. And those that are already up there, see if you can get some assistance with JPS with getting the power off so you can get it done, or having them come to cut it themselves. And also to JPS, respond when the people report. Because we've heard from Ruth Lynn that when hurricane and storm and everything come, you see those people where tree pop down and I feed them lying alone in a little area there, I only last upon the list of priority. They go to, they make sure they check for them systems first and check for them their base and ensure that everything all right. So when the power turn on, everything will go good. Then them go to emergency, first response and priority places, hospital, school, police station. Well, probably not school, but police station and those places that are of high priority in the society. And then they go to the larger connections. So the whole Marvally, for example, out them go to there. So one whole community in Westmoreland, they go to there. So and you say, you one where your mango tree tear down your line, you the last on the list. So ensure that you are not in that position to be waiting and then you go up on social media, go cuss. Say, look how long from when, and you call JPS and this and that and that and that. So I am urging everybody, JPS and customers alike, do your part. Take the squall line as an example, a marker of what can happen, and do what you need to do. I see Simone on YouTube saying people in various communities can also help themselves and their communities by debushing and cutting the trees, which might be a threat. That is true. That is true. That is also true. We can also do our part as citizens. Some of it may be out on the main road and it might not necessarily be your responsibility. But especially within the community, where you can assist, you know, you're out and you do your little front lawn, your little patch there, so, and you see you can go a little further, or you draw down some vine and some something, and you see you can go a little further, just assist where you can. If you see say it got too much, then I urge you not to, because when you get electrocuted, you got ears and nobody never send you if you go draw down no tree and no vine. But where you can, of course, definitely assist. And Orville Virtue, before we go to the break, says, exactly, Nora, this is not a storm, and look what happened to our power supply yesterday. I'm telling you guys, I am telling you, do your part. Because JPS don't tell we already what is how the priority go when it's time to restore power. Them don't tell we already, you know. So I say once again, when your mango tree tear down your line in your yard, and the plum tree where you know want cut down car, the plum them nice. I don't know if it will grow back nice. If anything happens, just remember the decision you made with the power line. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we go back to the phone lines. Well, we go to the phone lines. We weren't there before. Chris is on the line. Chris will be after the break. Morning.
Decorate and redecorate your space with water-resistant, colorful, and fast-drying paints from Edgechem Paints. The Time by Edgechem Paints. Changing lives 1 gallon at a time is
9:15.
Are you looking for a place where your imagination can blossom into something amazing? Where you can be as creative as you dare with facilitators who will prepare you to succeed in a global career? Or maybe you're looking for a place that practices tertiary level education in a practical way? Then you belong at the Vocational Training Development Institute, VTDI. Become the best you can be. You belong here. VTDI, empowering people, transforming lives.
Need reliable security for your business? Dual Protective Security is the perfect choice, providing round-the-clock security solutions and customer support. Our security experts will work with you to create customized solutions that fit your needs and budget. Contact us today and enjoy the peace of mind you deserve with their unbeatable security services. Dual Protective Security. Call 876-676-6987 or 876-415-4564.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM on Tuesday, June 17 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for the live sectoral presentation by the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett. Also, you can view the presentation on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. So tune in to Nationwide 90 FM on Tuesday, June 17 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's the live sectoral presentation by the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is sponsored by the Ministry of Tourism.
Good morning. You are back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gay Banton, and we are going to go to the phone lines now. We're taking your calls this morning. The numbers to call 876-630-9371, and that goes up to 4, and 618-8255. Chris is on the line. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Miss Banton. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Well, giving God thanks for another day I'm alive and well.
Good.
What I call to find out from you, Miss Banton. That function what you asked. How is benefit to the disabled community?
Persons with disabilities are also a part of the group. As a matter of fact, the program is for youth 17 to 29 and up to 34 if you have a disability. Mm-hmm. So the disabled community is very much a part of this. Young persons who are living with disabilities are also benefiting from the summer employment program.
Another thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Those persons who get picked to work in a certain institution, those places disabled friendly?
I think they are mostly employed within government agencies, ministries, different institutions aligned with the government in some way, shape, or form. So I am not going to assume, but I think most agencies of and departments of the government should be disabled friendly or accessible. Let me put it that way.
You know, one thing Miss Banton want to take place now too, and we need to highlight it more when we get the time.
Mm-hmm.
One time God used to go to like a plaza. You see disabled, sign for disabled. No, you don't see that again. You park anybody, eat up anyone.
That's not true. I'm not going to agree with you there.
No, about Spanish Town.
You be specific. Because every single I can tell you that Especially in the say Spanish Town. Then I don't live in Spanish Town, and I don't frequent Spanish Town, so I can't speak for Spanish Town, but I can speak for where I go. Most, if not all, maybe like a one or two exceptions, there is specified parking for disabled persons. I can say that for sure.
Well,
so better you say Spanish Town.
Well, yes. Well, I'm talking about Spain Town.
All right.
You understand? Yeah, man, cause you know, the LOJ Plaza and disabled friendly, and it's upstairs and downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember, Sajiko used to stop there upstairs, the LOJ, that was turning now. I just stay, have a climb.
Okay.
And as me tell you, over there, so, you don't have nobody, no security with the show you say. Personally, used to go there, used to see the sign for this table. That's not there again.
The sign where? For the parking?
Yeah, man. When I go drive to the car park, that's the sign.
And you're saying it's...
No, them they done, man, over there, so. You understand? So, this is another thing what we need. Them to look, the parish council. Miss Bantan?
Pardon?
Is the parish council responsible for it?
I mean, I guess when you're doing a building, especially if it's in the town area, the parish council does play a part. But there's also the Ministry of Labour and Social Security that's responsible for the disabilities. That falls under the ministry, and the act is there that stipulates what is to be done. So it's in law. So I don't understand why it's I boil it down to a lack of enforcement, but I pick up that most times the government they try to take the route of moral suasion before they go to harsh enforcement. But I believe if something is in law and it's in law long enough, then if there is no compliance, then there should be a penalty, and that should be enforced. But I don't know how much of that is being done at this point.
Another thing we want these business people to step up and do. You see, sometimes you go into a supermarket, there's no one to assist.
When you do what?
There's no one to assist.
When you do what? I'm not hearing you clearly.
You're going to some of these supermarkets. You understand?
When you say there's no one to assist, what do you mean?
You know, one time gone, you're going to a supermarket. As you reach at the door, you see somebody come, can I assist you? That thing
assist you to do what exactly?
Remember, you're going to go do your little shopping.
Right, so you go into a supermarket to shop. If you are unable to find something, then there are usually persons on the floor that you can ask, or you can go up to.
Not everywhere, may I tell you that? Not everywhere.
But if there's nobody on the floor, the cashiers are usually there. You can ask, and they usually give you.
That's how you believe in a town. Make things and time has changed.
No, but I'm telling you what I experienced though. No, I'm telling you what I experienced though, Chris. You're trying to discredit my experience. I'm telling you what I experienced. If I go into a supermarket, no, but you tell me say that is not the case. I mean, I tell you what me experience.
Well, that's over where you there. May I tell a place where me visit, where me go?
No, but you see, and that's why I have a problem with how you relay your experiences. You relay them as if it's the case everywhere.
No. Let me not talk.
Right, no, but that is how you speak. So when you speak, you say, when you go in a supermarket these days, nobody's there to assist you. As if no supermarket in Jamaica, nobody to assist you anywhere. Which is not the case.
The whole island, no.
And that's why I'm saying when you are speaking, you cannot make general statements because you haven't been everywhere. And so when you're speaking, you say, when I go to supermarkets in Spanish Town, I do not see anybody. Or when I go to this supermarket in this plaza, there's nobody to assist. Because when I go to the supermarket and I can't find something, Sometimes there are persons on the ground, and if there's nobody on the ground, I simply go to the cashier and I say, where can I find the evaporated milk? And they say, check in aisle whatever. Or it's usually either around there, so where you see the cheese, go around there.
Well, I'm talking a place from a visit. You understand? So we can, this, what you say about where you shop. But it's place where I visit. I'm speaking about.
And for sure, there may not be somebody at the door, which I didn't know that was a thing because I haven't seen that probably in a long while. Where as you walk into a supermarket, someone is at the door to say, "How may I assist you?" But most supermarkets have persons on the floor if they're either packing or they're working in the supermarket, doing their whatever they do, or you can go to the cashier. I'm not hearing you clearly. Chris. All right, the call is not connected properly, and what I'm not hearing you clearly. But what I'm saying, and I don't want persons to get me wrong. When I say don't generalize, you can speak of your experience, and I'm not stopping anybody from speaking of their experience because it's what you experience. But what I'm saying is, don't say every supermarket nobody not there to assist you again, because it's simply not true. While there are some places where probably there's nobody for true, there are others where persons are there to assist you. So I'm simply saying do not generalize. I'm not dismissing Chris's experience as just as though I'm asking him not to dismiss my experience, but I'm just saying do not generalize. Accessibility is something I've spoken about on this program several times before. And I've said it several times before that more is needed for the disabled community. More is needed. So it's not as if it's not something I haven't said before. I have spoken about that before. What I'm saying, we cannot generalize when we speak of our experience, because it may not be the case, and it cannot be the case for everybody. Who else do we have on the phone lines? Miss Brown, good morning.
Hello, President. Good morning to you. My name is Mrs. Brown. My daughter works. I have to call some names because that's what's all about. Some incident took place at my daughter's workplace. One of her ex-co-worker take others with her on the work compound, parked up for a while until she get off the work bus, and then them attack her. One of the attacker pulled down her undergarment, pulled down the bottom part of her garment and exposed her private area. The police have locked up the main person last night, but there are 4 more, and I spoke to the security firm, the companies who security officers were on the compound at the time, which no one assisted her during what was taking place. I called the workplace, no one trying to let me, everybody's trying to run away from it. The young miss that set up all of this, she sent out videos. We have videos and everything, and manager that work at the workplace, some of them are circulating the videos into groups, and who to have a laugh, and so this is what it is for me. I need, yeah.
You need what?
I need to get there's all of this out about this company, the security.
No, but hold on. But hold on. Before you go any further, and let's not, please. You haven't. So thank you for not calling any names so far.
Okay.
But the police is investigating, correct?
Yes, they're investigating.
Good. And when did this happen?
Sunday morning.
Sunday.
After 8. After
Okay.
10. Sorry.
All right. And the police, they are actively working on the matter.
Yes, so far, yes. They went to one
Right.
of the main person's home house yesterday, resident.
Yes.
And
Yes.
take her in there, 4 more to go. To get arrested because it was 5 of them.
Okay. You see, because of the nature of the matter, one, because of how recent it is,
Yeah.
I would caution, you from going any further with this on air. The matter is still fresh, and I would say let's allow the police to do their work with this matter before we go any further with this publicly. All right? Yes, because one, it happened only on Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday and Tuesday. It's just 2 days after that.
Yeah.
And they are working. You see, if nothing was being done now, then I could have said, boy, something wrong here. So, but the police, they are working on it. They've already, found someone who could be connected to the matter. So let's allow the police first, I would say, to do some work on it. And then if you are seeing that there may be no justice, then maybe you can go further. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But thanks for calling. Yeah, man.
Yes,
You too. Yeah. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we'll go back to the phone lines.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:32.
In Jamaica, your rights are protected by our Constitution. From the right to education to freedom of expression, every citizen deserves respect and dignity. But remember, with rights come responsibilities. Let's uplift and respect each other and stand against injustice. Together, we can make Jamaica a better place for ourselves and future generations. Know your rights. Embrace your responsibilities. This message was brought to you by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs.
Get ready for the Magic 5K Summer Run Walk presented by Lorna Auto Prep. Join us on June 29, 2025 at Lorna Auto Prep for an exciting 5K race starting at 7 a.m. It's fun, fitness, and community all in one. Early bird registration is just $1,200. Groups of 10 or more pay $1,200 each, and regular entry is $1,500. Sign up now at lornaautopprepja.com/5K. Run for health, win for life.
Outperform, outlast, with top performance, Jackama, reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Fancy select tools, free parts and free repairs. Free parts, free repairs. In 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-611124. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Good morning. You are back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton, and we're taking your calls inside the Consumer Hour this morning. We're going to go back to the phone lines now. We have Alison on the line. Good morning, Alison.
Good morning, Nora Gay. How are you?
I am good.
Great. I am a senior citizen and a faithful listener to Nationwide.
Thank you for the support.
Yes, I want to thank you all for the enormous job you're doing. Love it.
Thank you.
I am sick. I need some help. How should I put it? I had to go to the emergency room last Friday morning. I couldn't breathe properly. I live on Birdsucker Drive, Kingston 8. In front of my home is an open area of land there with a steep fall off into a gully. It is close to Lloyd's Close. The road repairs were done. A tractor excavator machine, which I think is still parked on Lloyd's Close, came with soil, loose excavated soil, and dumped at least 2 loads on the embankment that was covered with grass prior to that. Subsequent to that, this happened before the Sahara dust episode. And then subsequent to that, somebody else's building somewhere else did an excavation and 2 truckloads of loose dirt have been dumped on that open area of land. I'm asthmatic. Went into crisis last Thursday night. I couldn't breathe. I need Mr. Morgan or anybody at the works agency to arrange to have the tractor just push the dirt down into the gully so that when the wind blows, it does not impact me.
But the dirt is for what? It's not part of it's not to assist with the repairs, or is it?
No. This is what they removed in order to pave the road, and this is what. Excavated material, waste material.
I see. That was left on the side of the road.
And it is still there.
Yeah, but we can't encourage them to push it down in the gully. That's not the solution. They need to come and take it up and take it somewhere, but not down in the gully.
Well, Miss Nora, why I suggested the gully was because it was the easiest way to resolve it. Because
no, man, that make up.
Let me say something else. The fall off there is very steep. They had great difficulty preventing the truck from rolling down and the tractor from rolling down into the gully.
Yes, but the gully.
I'm not.
Yeah, man. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying can't be the gully because that's going to cause another problem. But we need the debris to be removed from the area.
Please, it was unsightly. We saw it. In fact, my son was so distressed when they came with the 4th load of soil. He said to the guy, "No bother, come back." An Asian man who drove the truck. I have a license plate on a truck, and I know the name of the truck. I don't want to create any undue problems. That is not the issue. I just need to have the soil removed so that I can breathe. I am locked up in my house because when the wind blows, it was creating more problems for me.
All right, so it's in Birdsucker Lane. Birdsucker Lane.
No. Birdsucker Drive.
Birdsucker Drive.
Yes,
Birdsucker Drive.
Birdsucker Lane, and you come to the right. That is Birdsucker Drive. Graham Heights is the parallel road going the other side.
All right, Mr. Morgan.
Lloyd's Close and Birdsucker Drive. Please. Hello?
All right. Yes. I was just allowing you to finish. Yes.
Yes, thank you so very much. And in closing, I just want to say I appreciate the work that you're all doing, and that I came in on the tail end of that conversation with the gentleman on the disabled situation and the challenges he faces. As a people, we could consider creating a position for somebody like Senator Floyd Morris, who has succeeded in spite of his disability and has been so successful. So the community, I listen to William and other people calling in with the problems. We have problems, Nora Gay. They are real. And the people who call you are just the tip of the iceberg. So I think we need to listen to what is happening to these folks and put our collective intellectual capacity together to solve some of these issues for them. It could help. You know, we need to give it a shot. Thank you very much. God bless you. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you so much for calling, Alison. So Alison is trying to get some assistance with the removal of the dirt that was dug up to do road repairs on Birdsucker Drive. The debris was left on the side of the road. She has respiratory issues, and because of that, the Sahara dust plus the dust that is rising up from the debris on the roadside on her road, it is causing her to have a challenge with her asthma. And so, well, Mr. Morgan is the minister responsible for works, but I think we can narrow it down to the member of parliament in that area or the councillor who may have, been integral in the road repairs being done, and to the contractor who did the work on Birdsucker Drive. The work is not done because you've left the dirt and the marl and the gravel and whatever else was dug up from the road. You've left it on the side of the road for it to blow in people's yard and blow in people's face and give people asthma attack. And so all those parties involved need to act and get the debris removed from Birdsucker Drive. All right? Great. Let us go back to the phone lines. Jean, good morning. Oh, Jean is gone. William, good morning.
Good morning, Miss B.
Good morning, William.
How are you, ma'am?
I am doing good. How are you?
Well, giving God thanks. Yeah, there's something I have in mind for a few months. Well, I don't know if you're going to see any sense into it. But pertaining to electrical vehicle, what we are getting in the country now.
The electrical buses?
Right,
electric
bus
buses?
and car. Remember, you have
vehicles in general. Okay,
right,
okay.
Vehicles, right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not hearing the engine like other vehicles. Especially to we who blind and have to cross some of these roads. I am wondering if any special training for the driver going to drive this vehicle. That's when they're driving and realize that a blind person, especially can want to cross the road. Mm-hmm. What they do, stop and blow or whatever what they do, because remember, we're not seeing it or we're not hearing it. Because we can hear other vehicles, because we hear we take here and they can point out directly. But when you're not seeing it and you're not hearing it, special to some of our drivers, not all, some of them drive, to me, very reckless. They're not driving no understanding of even to the road. They just do as them like. So all that will be work out.
I understand the concern. Definitely understand that concern, William. But I'm just thinking, the horn, I don't know if it's the best option. While it can be, or maybe they may have to just wind down their window and say you can cross or you can go, because the horn may be, especially for someone who's visually impaired, the horn may be misinterpreted as don't move, I'm coming. You understand?
Exactly.
Right, because you can't hear the engine, you can't hear say it stop, and if you hear the horn, you might think it say them and say don't move because the car pass. So, go ahead.
No, man, I said go ahead.
Oh, okay. Because you are unable to see what is happening. So I am saying maybe it's best if they just, wind down. If you realize that there is a visually impaired person trying to cross the road, you have an electric vehicle, the engine there's no sound really. Just wind down your window and say, you can go ahead. Or I don't know how else. This maybe something we may have to sit and think about, or as much as possible, because I know it's not possible every time for visually impaired persons to go where the crossing is, where the stoplight has the crossing thing or the pedestrian crossing if there's one, because not all the time that is available where you need to cross the road.
Because sometimes I live very far from where one is.
Right. So I would say where you can't use the pedestrian crossing, I guess use this platform to encourage drivers, especially those who have electric vehicles, to be vigilant. And if you are making way for a visually impaired person to cross, just be mindful that they may not be able to hear the vehicle, and so they don't know if you stop or if you're still going. So if you can just give them a toot or just wind down your window and say you can go ahead and ensure that the other cars are stopped as well, then it's something that we need to be mindful of. You're right, William.
The other car, I just say, is very dangerous because I know somebody get hit down Thursday even on Mullines Road and didn't come and die. Yeah, with a JUTC or Costa bus. Just go around the line of vehicle and lift the man and kill him.
Yeah. So I guess if you're giving way for a visually impaired person, you have an electric vehicle, just ensure that the other cars that may be on the road with you, they have stopped as well, and then you can probably indicate to the person that you can go ahead by simply winding down your window and just probably giving a shout through the window to let them know that they can go ahead once the road is clear.
It's safe, right?
Yes.
You get that point. I was talking to Chris earlier. But to some of these government buildings.
Yes.
Because, for instance, I know 4 electoral offices, and out of the 4 that I know, is only 1 disability friendly. The other 3 have to climb up 11 steps to reach up where you're going.
Yeah.
So many of these government places include the transport center of a I don't think this year will be friendly. Because if you live from Portmore to go there, all of those buses go downstairs. And you need to go upstairs now. The challenge of the what they call it, lifter, the elevator.
The elevator.
Right.
Yeah, it hasn't been working for a while.
Right. And you see, I think something much need to do for us as disabled person. We're trying to help ourselves, but some place we meet some red tape with very, very struggling. Right.
Because if you are in a wheelchair and you are inside the transport center and you want to go from downstairs to upstairs, it's either you take the stairs or you have to go all the way around to go outside and go around. Right.
And go way around, whatever the case may be, and come round.
Yeah.
If the lady call a while ago put into the dirt on the sidewalk where they live there, it just come back to me a while ago. Suppose that this or a blind person or any disabled person has to walk on that sidewalk. Now what they do is step out on the road.
That's true. That's true.
You see? So you see, these are things with these people. At least I don't think these people should get paid before they do the right thing must be. They shouldn't get $1 before they clean up and do everything what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. And it's a part of the job that is most times forgotten. The aftercare, the clean up after, when the road fixed and done, the dirt and the debris and everything where you dig up out of the road, left on the roadside and you gone leave it. You have to take it up, you have to finish the job.
Enough time we have that person running at those jams many times, several places tapping, not there alone.
Yeah. William, we are far beyond the break, so I'm going to have to take the break. But thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Take care. We take the break and come back with
Fill all your prescriptions. Get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Mannings Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Mannings Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Mannings Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Mannings Hill Pharmacy is
10 minutes to 10.
You want to win? Then just bet. Bet on the game, no stress, no sweat. And win big in the Wanna Bet Just Bet promotion. Spend $1,500 or more on one Just Bet ticket and complete the entry form at promotions.supremegames.com for your chance to win. Third place gets Beats by Dre. Second place gets an iPhone 15 and AirPods Pro. And first place gets a 65-inch TV and a soundbar. Promotion runs May 16 to July 20, 2025. Grand draw July 25, 2025. Authorized under Section 58. Of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Jamaica! It's time for Make a Move with Jamaica Moves. The Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition is here. 8 challenges, 8 months, 1 healthier workforce. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This national movement pushes companies to compete, connect, transform your workplace 1 challenge at a time. Launch date Thursday, June 19, 2025. Register your company online at moh.gov.jm and lock in your spot. The Jamaica Moves Corporate Wellness Challenge 8x8 edition. Creating healthier workplaces for a healthier Jamaica.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM on Tuesday, June 17 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for the live sectoral presentation by the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett. Also, you can view the presentation on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. So tune in to Nationwide 90 FM on Tuesday, June 17 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's the live sectoral presentation by the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is sponsored by the Ministry of Tourism.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gay Banton. We're taking your calls. Gonna go right back to the phone lines now. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Nora. How are you this morning, Miss?
I am doing great, Michael. How are you?
Yes, I'm good up in the Blue Mountain here, man. Some fresh strong.
I'm not hearing you clearly, Michael. There's a lot of wind and
blowing up here right now.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you clearly at all.
I'm going to see if I get out of the wind now. You hearing me now?
All right, you have to do it quickly. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, man, we just up here some nice fresh air blow from yesterday. Yesterday some heavy breeze like a little mini storm, but after that we have some rain and right now we have some nice heavy breeze blowing, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's just nice up in the Blue Mountain here for agriculture. All they have to do is put out for agriculture. And you know, it's a storm season, so anything can happen.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and where the Jamaica people have to know, so they have to unite themselves, you know, because you all we are one people, and if it was an earthquake, it could be an earthquake as a storm too, you know, and then say lightning and thunder, earthquake and fire. So they must know so well, them unite themselves, that's them judgment, then reach us in this nice little island Jamaica here.
Yes, unity is important, yes.
True, and the thing I would like to remind the government about how whosoever control them, say you have to build a bridge before river come down. The bridge when I tell you to go over Sincona Garden has like Davis Hill and thing there, you know, in the Navy's Bank here. So the Minister of Agriculture say he has some bridge. He has some bridge to issue, so would I like if him issue that bridge there, some could have start the bridge, you know, because it's a big community, you know, Miss Nora.
Yes, all right. Thank you so much for the reminder, Read the Bridge. Michael, we have another caller we're trying to squeeze in before we go. So thank you so much for calling and enjoy the rest of your day.
Good day and thanks for having me, please, miss.
Yeah, man, no problem. David, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Banton. How are you?
I am doing good. How are you?
Well, not so good, Miss Banton. Here's my issue. I am a customer of Flow, and I pay for a bundle. And, from Saturday till now, the TV component of my bundle, my service, has not been available. And somehow when you call through their customer care at the 100 number, you cannot get to a human being. You only get these AI robots. Now,
yes,
it keeps telling me that there's a service outage in my area, and no timeline or to say whatever. No, my internet service is perfectly fine. That runs okay, and but there is no. I have tried all the troubleshooting methods, and it's not me alone because I have family members in a nearby parish, and I am informed that their service is also unavailable from the weekend. And NBA finals are on, the CONCACAF Gold Cup soccer that's on. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really unacceptable. The sports is the really main thing I watch on cable TV, and nightly news. But Nationwide is my source of news. But for sports, definitely. And from the weekend, no word from Flow to say, hey, we're having this issue or anything like that. You cannot get to a human being. The Minister of Telecom need to really, need to reprimand Flow or do something,
I was talking about this last night with my mother, and my mother said, "For going go on until them not have no customer left." And I reminded her that it's not gonna happen that way unless Flow gets competition. It's not gonna happen because there are some areas where Flow is the only provider available.
Definitely.
And
like
so people have no option. Exactly.
Right.
And people have no option.
Remember the other is only Portmore and Kingston. They're predominantly based. The other main competitor,
Right. I've said
I'm just using your platform, Nora, to just make this ball out. To Flow, Stephen Price or any high-ranking person, please make an address about this, because apparently it's not just my household alone. Because that's what even the WhatsApp AI bot that they have keeps saying there's an outage in my area, but they're not giving any timelines or to say anything at all. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I hope
I would suggest if you're not, we're out of time now, but I would suggest if you're not getting through, if you can find some time to visit a Flow office to lodge a complaint and get some commitment for a technician to come, then that would be good. But other than that, I would say don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath, because Flow is not very responsive, and so I don't know if or when they would come to you. But we have to leave it there.
Man, I know,
time
is up.
now.
Time is up. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for allowing me to make this. I wouldn't say shout out, ball out.
Yes. All right, no problem. That's all the time we have for the Consumer Hour this morning. Gonna make way now for Cliff Hughes Online. We are at the Jamaica Conference Center here for the Youth Summer Employment Program 2025 launch ceremony.
That was the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.